What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Inspire, Create, Manifest podcast. I'm your host, Joe Longo, and today it is episode 999. We are counting down and looking back at some of the most popular episodes that we've put out, and today we are on the number one most downloaded episode that I have ever recorded, and it's a simple quote from Dolores Cannon. What is meant for you will find you. What is meant for you will find you. When this episode first aired, many of us were in the season of chasing the partner, the perfect job, the house, the signs, chasing our own ideas of timing. And the reminder landed like a bell. What is yours arrives, not because you force it, but because you're available for it. You're ready for it. As we approach 1,000 episodes, I hear the same lessons with new ears. Trust is not passive. Trust is active. It's availability. It is living your life fully while staying open to what is right and aligned for you. But our ego loves to come in. When this episode first aired, around the same time, there was a Mark Groves episode that he put out, and it was all about the idea of soulmates, and that there are no such thing as soulmates and twin flames, and we love to create these stories because of the movies that we see, right? And the princess needs to be saved, and that really hit me at that time, because there were a lot of people in my life that were in that space of, this is my soulmate. I'm going to put the brakes on my life. I'm going to put the brakes on my social life, and I'm just going to sit and wait for that person that's not available. Maybe every once in a while I'll get to go sneak out and go dance in the shadows where no one can see us and have, for lack of a better word, an affair with someone that is not available for us, because that's my soulmate. That's my soulmate. That's my soulmate. But if it's, and this is what Mark Groves brought all together, that if it is your soulmate, then that person would be available. They would be open and they would be ready and they would be available for you. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have to work on relationship and we don't have to compromise. Yes. But I think we also have to be adults and realize that you might meet someone and there might be a spark and a flash and something, maybe even a remembrance of a past life. But that doesn't mean that because you had that remembrance or that spark or that feeling, that even though that person is unavailable, you should just pull up your chair and put your coat on and say, I'm just going to sit here because I love this person and this is my soulmate. Because do you really want to stop your life and wait for someone that's not available for you? And that's really what sparked this episode being so popular. Because people are either, it's my soulmate, it is destined, or they're in the same camp that I am. What is meant for you will find you. And I don't think that we live in a mean universe, that the universe would put someone in your path that you can't be with if you feel you're supposed to be with them. Tina and I have been watching Nobody Wants This, wonderful show on Netflix. And last night, one of the characters said, it shouldn't be this hard. It doesn't have to be this hard. And they were both available. And it didn't have to be that hard, but they were creating their own stories. And a lot of times when we move into the soulmate story, the soulmate timeline, it's our ego. Our ego is getting in the way. And our ego says, me, I, this is for me, this is for me, this is for me. Is it? And I'm going to bring it back to, if it's meant for you, it'll be. If it's meant for you, it'll be easy. If it's meant for you, you shouldn't have to wait and pine over a decade for that relationship to finally pan out. You shouldn't stop your life for over a decade to try to be with someone that's married. That's just ludicrous. And that is how strong our ego is, because our ego wants to say, but it's mine and it's my soulmate and we're twin flames and we're supposed to be together. But friends, if you're supposed to be together, it would be graceful. It would be easy. The universe is not an obstacle course designed to test your worth. It's not. Life includes challenges, of course, yes, but the path that is truly yours has a rhythm, has a flow to it. It flows with grace. It flows with ease. It doesn't say you have to go sit and wait in a corner for a decade, maybe hoping, waiting that a marriage or a relationship will fall apart so you can have your chance. And if you are out there waiting in that situation, let me ask you this. Do you really want to be in that kind of relationship? Do you want to be in that relationship with someone that has led you on for over a decade and then ended a relationship so she can come be or he can come be in a relationship with you? How do you think that relationship is going to flow? The ego plays a big part in all of this. And we need to be open. We need to be aligned, and we need to flow with grace and ease. And our simple practice is what is meant for you will find you. Can you be open? Have an open hand and an open heart. Stay connected with your breath and stay connected with your ego and actually say, is this my ego talking? Because I want? Or is it my soul? And have I confused what my soul feels with what my ego feels? And what about alignment? Can we take the steps today that put us in alignment, that honors the truth of who we all are? Can we allow our alignment to flow with grace? And as we flow with grace in that aligned state, we keep moving forward. And maybe we get our heart broken. Maybe we meet that person. We're like, wow, that person was perfect, but they're not available. And I cannot put my life on hold, waiting, hoping that maybe one day a marriage will fail or there'll be a breakup and I'll get my chance. I don't want to be the rebound. I don't want to be that guy. And you shouldn't want to be that girl or that guy that is the rebound, that is waiting. The world is waiting for you with open arms to step into it. If you want to be in a strong, loving, committed relationship, start acting as if you are the kind, loving, caring partner. Be it, feel it. And I bet you that person that you think is your soulmate will fade away. And your actual soulmate will show up because you will attract it into your life by being a kind, happy, loving partner. What is meant for you will find you. What is meant for you will flow with grace and ease. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be difficult. And you definitely do not have to put your life on hold, waiting to try to fulfill some kind of Disney storyline. It's just a storyline. So, my friends, another fiery episode as we look back at our most downloaded episode and why it was our most downloaded episode. Because this topic really pisses people off. Because our ego is really strong and our ego wants us to think that it's mine, it's all for me, it's all for me. But your soul knows. And if we can stay open and present and move into that space of, I am a kind, happy, loving partner, this is for me, it will flow to you. Because what is meant for you will find you. It's not going to be hiding. It's not going to be unavailable. It is going to be open and ready for you because you deserve it. You deserve it. You don't deserve to sit in a corner and wait and maybe go out on a secret date once every couple weeks and hide in the shadows. You can be open. You can be free. That's what God wants. That's what the universe wants. And if it's meant for you, it will find you and it will be easy. And it will flow. Thanks for being here. This Thursday, we celebrate 1,000 episodes. I have no idea what we're going to do or what we're going to talk about, but we're going to celebrate. It will be a celebration station this Thursday. Thank you so much for being here over the past couple of years, for being here for 1,000 episodes. I truly love and appreciate you all. Please like, subscribe, share, send the podcast out into the world. Maybe even send this episode to a friend that might be sitting in the corner waiting because their soulmate is unavailable. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a great day. I'll talk to you really soon.